Michael, after the trial game, me and Alan went away back home, obviously, because we done all our training in Scotland and we only come over for the games. So we went away back, done our pre-season, and the next time we would be over was actually in Coleraine for the first game of the season, which would be Cliftonville. So we flew over in the morning and we arrived at the airport. Myself and Alan were obviously thinking we were the only ones that were getting picked up, and there was another two guys here. There was Stuart McLean and Bobby Russell. I'd never met Stuart, never met Bobby. Obviously heard about Bobby Russell, never heard a thing about Stuart McLean. And we gets in the same car, we got chatting, you know, why we were there and what was happening, and they were telling us that, you know, Colin had obviously signed the two of them, and I think Stuart was a 2-year contract and Bobby was like month to month or play pay per game. And we travelled all the way up Coleraine, got to meet all the local lads like Paul Gaston, Davey Ahea, every day pre-match meal. That was the first we'd ever seen, you know, the guys other than, you know, in the trial game. And we were picked to play at the first game against Cliftonville. Now, Colin told us how important the game was. It was the first game of the season. Everybody had to go out there and, you know, do your bit, try your hardest. And we went into the game and we were absolute diabolical. The first half was shocking. We couldn't string two passes together. It was just as if we had never played football before. So we're 1-0 done, half time. I'd take a kicking off a Marty Tab, who would become my adversary through all my time in Northern Ireland. He battered me black and blue in that first half. And when we get into the dressing room at half time, Colin gave us everything. Now, normally a manager wouldn't do that in the first game. He would always wait and, you know, come on boys, just get out there and try harder. Nah. Colin's give us up. He was telling us how bad we were a disgrace. We had no future at the club, everything. And we all went out there with our tails between our legs at half time. And luckily we produced the goods. We turned it from 1-0 to 3-1. And I think we done really well in the second half. I scored my first goal for Coleraine, and yeah, it was a good day. I ended up scoring two. We ended up celebrating that night, as we did quite a few nights. We stayed overnight and we get picked up in the morning and we flew back to Scotland the next day. But that was a lesson. It was a lesson that Colin wasn't going to stand for any nonsense. We weren't going to get it easy. That was our first game in Northern Ireland, and I think we got a rude awakening how hard it was going to be. I do genuinely think Colin knew what he was doing. I think he would have done well, and we'll get to why Colin only lasted 4 games. We'll get to that shortly.